Hey, my name's Mark Bishop and I'd like to welcome you to this no fluff training. Now, the number one question I get asked from people who are looking for a start in this business is basically, how do you get started? How do you guarantee that what you do actually works, actually makes you money and actually gets you results? Now, there's a couple of ways of looking at this. Results can mean two things, but ultimately those results need to get you to the money, which is basically why you do this stuff. It's why we all do this stuff. It's about making money. Any business is about making money. Now, I've touched on a point there, business. Now, the first piece of advice I'm going to give you is that everything that you do online needs to be treated as a real business. Now, it wasn't until I took things seriously online, I'm sure most of you know that I used to be a plumber, I kind of toyed with the idea of internet marketing. I liked the idea of it, but I just toyed with it. You know, I did it part-time. I didn't really put my heart and soul into it, and I certainly didn't treat it as a real business. It wasn't until I decided, well, look, you know, I want to do this. This is what I want to do. I need to take it seriously. So I planned it. I treated it as a real business, and the rest, as they say, is history. Now, that's a piece of advice that I'd like you to take on board initially. You have to treat what you do online, this whole internet marketing thing, as a real business, because it is. And until you treat it as such, you won't be successful. It may sound harsh, but you know, buying shiny objects, whatever they may be, training, software, none of it's going to work unless you apply it and treat it as a real business. And even when you do, you know, you buy these things and they don't work, that's part of business. You know, if you had a bricks and mortar business, for example, you wouldn't expect to make money instantly. You know, most businesses make a loss for 2 years. Now, I don't expect you to make a loss for 2 years. In fact, I'm going to show you how to make money almost instantly. Not tomorrow, but you know, if you do this, if you follow the training that I'm going to give you here, you will be able to get results probably this week. Okay, now that sounds like shit, but excuse my French, but it's not. Okay, so I'm going to show you some proof, some results, and this isn't dependent on having a list. Now, obviously I have a large email list. You don't need one. I'm going to show you a simple process, a simple business model that will get you results this week. Okay, so let me start by showing you some of the results. Now, I'm going to take you over, show you my other screen now, and I'll show you a couple of results, but let me just take you quickly through what we're going to be doing here. So, touching on results. Results can mean obviously two things. Now, we've spoken about the money. You want to make as much money as quickly as possible. However, pushing a button and expecting to make money the next day doesn't always work out. Remember, this is a business. But if you get a result, now that result could be profit, or it could be a subscriber on your list. Now, even if you don't make money on day one, so even if you follow this method, you follow this frame that I'm going to give you, and you don't make money instantly, chances are you will make money from that person because they will subscribe. Now, I'm going to cover a couple of different avenues, and what I'm going to show you here or teach you here is a cross between Blocks and Hookem. Both of these are my courses. They're evergreen courses. You may have one, you may have both. But what I'm going to show you here is a cross between the two. It's going to allow you to build a list, and it's going to allow you to make money from that list. Okay, so you may make money instantly, or you may make money eventually from a follow-up. So we're going to be talking about solos. Now, I'll also show you a couple of other ways of doing this if you don't want to use solos, but I would recommend that you follow this whole thing because you're going to be able to get almost instant results. Okay? So again, those results could be email subscribers and money, could be just money, could be just subscribers. But they will be results. So even if all you get are subscribers, with the follow-up series that I'll show you, you'll be able to make money from them eventually. Hope that makes sense. Now, don't be put off by solos because I'm going to show you the whole thing. I'm going to show you some of the results that I've got. Again, you don't need a list for this. Just follow the training and you will get results. So let's look at a couple of my results. Okay, so number one, if you look here, you can see 326 subscribers. By the way, this is my GetResponse account. You will need an autoresponder account. You can use Aweber, you can use GetResponse, Market Hero. You can use pretty much anything you want. Anything that allows you to actually, do marketing. I know that some autoresponders are not keen on that, but autoresponders like GetResponse, Aweber, they're fine with it. I've been using them for years. So again, you can see that there's 326 subscribers there. Now, nothing hugely spectacular about 326 subscribers. I mean, I've got lists of, multiple thousands. However, what's different about this is as a result of a solo. So I've actually used two solos. So I purchased two solos to produce 326 subscribers. And that's something that you can do today, basically. Okay, it really is very, very simple. Now, an awful lot of people have got, a bad view of solos, and that's principally because they get it wrong. And I'm going to show you the right way of doing that. I'll show you where to go and get those providers, decent solo providers, and I'll show you the right way of constructing the whole thing so you can get results quickly. Okay, so 326 subscribers. This has nothing to do with my email lists, my profile, or anything like that, which is why I'm telling you about it. This is something that you can do today. So now let's check out some results based on these subscribers. Now you can see here that I'm logged into my account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log out. And I'm going to log into my secondary account, which I use for testing and I use for solos, that kind of thing. So I'm going to show you that now. So I'm just going to log out here. You can see me doing it. And then I'm going to log into my secondary account. So click there. Now you can see that I'm logged into my secondary account. So you can see there's some earnings there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to check out some stats and I'm going to show you. Now I'm going to only show you the stats that are based on that particular solo list. So let's click here. Then if you look here, so this one here that says blocks project, you can see 425 hops, 16 sales, converting at 3.8% with a total of $280.07. So all of this is as a result of buying two solo ads. So hopefully you can see the potential of this. This is something that you can do almost instantly. So once you get everything set up, you simply buy the solo ads. You have to have everything set up the right way, obviously, which I'm going to show you. But if you do that, you buy the solo ads, the solo ad provider sends traffic to your landing page. And then when you do it the way that I'm going to show you, more people purchase. So you'll get them onto your email list and you'll get them to buy stuff from you. It really is as simple as that. It's something that anybody can do. Like I say, this is something that I've done without my lists, without using my profile. Very, very simple stuff. So essentially all you need is a decent solo provider, you need a landing page, and you need a very specific PDF and a follow-up sequence. Now this is kind of 101 stuff. The only difference here is the PDF that you use. So this is kind of your lead magnet, if you like, but not some tacky lead magnet that does nothing, which again is why most of the people that try solo ad providers as a source of traffic get it wrong. The point here is, with everything internet marketing, you need to think as a marketer. So if you offer some nasty little PDF that does nothing more than clog up somebody's hard drive, then you really will struggle to make sales. However, if you give them something of value, which converts them into buyers, then they get value, you get value, you make money. Okay, so check out the rest of the videos and I'll explain exactly how to set the whole thing up, what kind of PDF you'll need to use. I'll even give you a link to one of my PDFs so you can emulate that PDF, see what I'm talking about, I'll explain it as well. And then you can use the same process. Okay, so simple stuff really. You produce your PDF, you produce your landing page, people opt in. The thank you page is a link that opens your PDF so people are reading it instantly. You can make sales from the PDF. If you don't make sales instantly from the PDF, then you simply follow up with an email sequence. And as I've hopefully demonstrated here, if you do it this way, you will get results. Okay, so almost $300 from just over 300 subscribers, or was it close to 4? I forget. But whichever way you look at it, you're going to get those results and you're going to make a profit. Okay, so let's get started.